So week one is here, and you're trying to figure out who the hell to start in your tight end position. Obviously, you're starting your Travis Kelce's, your Mark Andrews, your Wallers, your Kittles, etc., etc. But if you're one of those guys that did the late round tight end strategy in your draft, and you're kind of stuck with these low end guys, this is the right video for you. So the first guy I believe you should be starting this week in week one is Hunter Henry versus the Dolphins. Last year, Hunter Henry was a top 10 tight end. He was third amongst tight ends in touchdowns, and he was averaging over 10.5 fantasy points per game. And that is exactly what you want from a low tight end that you got in the late rounds. Okay, I believe he's going to be picking off right where he left off last year. This team kind of gets better with the addition of Devontae Parker, another year with Mac Jones, another year with Bill Belichick in this whole offense regime. Hunter Henry, I believe, should be falling into the end zone once again in 2022. So I'm starting Hunter Henry with confidence. And my second tight end that you should be starting is David Njoku versus the Panthers. Not the sexiest start, but there are people out there that are probably questioning on the fence with David Njoku. I believe you should be starting him with confidence. And let me tell you why. Look, they signed him to a 4-year, $56 million contract extension. They're not giving him 4 years not to give him the ball. The opportunity and the way this offense is built is there, right? Deshaun Watson's coming back in the second half this season. OBJ, Jarvis Landry is gone. They're bringing in Amari Cooper, who should be getting a lot of targets as well. But who the hell is the wide receiver two? The tight end is clearly the guy. David Njoku is clearly the only tight end there. So you have Donovan Peoples-Jones, David Bell, and then who else? These guys have been struggling, especially in preseason. They've been struggling to catch balls. They've been struggling to maintain a good drive. And David Njoku, in his last preseason game with Jacoby Brissett, did pretty decent. A really small sample size, 3 catches, 34 yards, and 4 targets. Small sample size, but that is something that could be translated into week one. I feel really confident in David Njoku at least giving you at least 10 to 12 points this week. I'll be really surprised if he just gets a goose egg or if he doesn't perform whatsoever. Once again, this offense is going to struggle. Well, no matter who it's versus, whether it could be versus the Lions, I think this offense is going to struggle, and they're going to have to result in throwing the ball more than actually running the ball with Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. So start David Njoku with confidence. And at number 3, baby, give me Cole Kmet. Give me my guy. Give me the guy that I have a bold prediction on. By the way, if you guys haven't seen it, please go check that out. But let me tell you the reasons why you should be confident in starting Cole Kmet. He's the number 2 option. Darnell Mooney is there, and then Cole Kmet. Who the hell is Justin Fields going to throw to outside of those 2 guys? He is going to be getting targets. We saw what he did in preseason. We saw that amazing drive that the Bears did and Justin Fields had, where Cole Kmet had multiple targets and also scored a touchdown. This is the guy this year. He was on the field for 84% of the snaps last year. I expect it sounds crazy, but I expect 100%. He is going to be a guy. Travis Kelce's on the field 100% of the time. Mark Andrews on the field 100% of the time. Cole Kmet on the field 100% of the time. That's how high I have expectations for Cole Kmet coming into this year. Once again, I know this offense is going to struggle. The offensive line is not okay. But if we all believe in that, that means this team and this offense needs to pass the ball a lot more, because they're going to be down a lot more. And Cole Kmet is going to have a lot more opportunities. So come on, guys. Don't be scared of Cole Kmet. Start him with confidence against the 49ers, who do have a good defensive pass game. So I will be really scared and really confident. When I say scared, I'll be really scared for Justin Fields, but I feel really confident for Cole Kmet and the targets and the hyper targets he's going to be getting just based off this the 49ers team taking the lead early, and maybe they have to abandon the run. Maybe they're going to have to find more creative ways to score. So Cole Kmet, I'm starting with confidence every single week, especially in week 1. And at number 4, give me Zach Ertz versus the Chiefs. I know this may be a little bit obvious, and I know he's still a little bit in question to start week 1, but if he does get cleared and everything is all good, start him with confidence. I think this is, once again, pretty obvious. Zach Ertz is a dog. We saw what he did last year when he got traded to the Arizona Cardinals. He is going to get the work. He finished the top 5 tight end this past year. He was the guy for Kyler Murray in the middle of the field. DeAndre Hopkins is going to be missing 6 games plus the bye week, obviously, as everyone does on the team. But 6 weeks for Zach Ertz to take off, and week 1 is one of them. You start him, okay? I mean, it's pretty obvious. He's with Kyler Murray. He's with Hollywood Brown. This team has to have a good start, especially versus the Chiefs, where I believe is going to be a high-scoring game here. So Zach Ertz is going to see plenty of targets and potentially the end zone. So start Zach Ertz with confidence. And let's go into my sit category, my tight end sit category. My first sit tight end is Mike Gesicki versus the Patriots. All these guys that I'm going to be bringing you are going against really good defenses versus the tight end position. The Patriots give up the least amount of points to the tight end position according to 2021 last year. Mike Gesicki is now on a team where there's too many mouths to feed. Chase Edmonds, Tyreek Hill, and Jalen Waddle. This team is all coming together. Tyreek is going to be getting a lot of targets, and Mike Gesicki could just get lost. So I'm no longer starting Mike Gesicki whatsoever unless somebody gets injured. My second sit tight end for you is Tyler Higbee versus the Bills. The Bills give the third least amount of points to the tight end position. Once again, behind all these superstars, Cooper Kupp, Allen Robinson, you have Cam Akers in the backfield. Apparently, Darrell Henderson, who's going to be getting a lot of work this year. Another guy who could potentially find the end zone, but he will probably get a touchdown for, it will be on the 1 yard line. Tyler Higbee, 1 yard touchdown. It will be like 5 points, 6 points. Like you don't want that. You could get lucky there, but I just want to avoid it and kind of understand how this offense is going to work, especially with Allen Robinson. And my last sit tight end is Noah Fant versus the Broncos. The Broncos give up the fourth least amount of points to the tight end position. I don't want anything to do with any of these Seahawks players outside of Tyler Lockett. I think Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf are going to be going up and down, but Noah Fant, I believe, is going to struggle. He struggled so much last year with, Teddy, Drew Luck, whatever quarterback he had throughout his career, and he struggled with injuries. I just want to avoid it. Let me see what this offense looks like first. If he does get targeted this year in week 1, that's great. Then maybe we can move forward and start him. But right now, we need to understand, we need to get more information for each and every one of these guys moving forward. So that is my start tight ends and my sit tight ends, guys. Okay, let me know if I miss anyone in the comments. I will try to answer as many comments as I possibly can. We're going to be doing a live star sit Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this channel. So come check that out. Good luck in week 1.
Yo, what's good? Thanks for watching. We got a lot more videos.
A lot more.
If you want more videos,
watch it.
You can also subscribe
right now
if you want to.
You need to.
And lastly, don't forget that you can sign up to support the show and get exclusive content by going to patreon.com/FantasyLand fam.